Unleashing your voice sounds pretty simple, but have you ever been to a restaurant and you don't know what you want to order? Do I want a chicken dish or a salad? Ugh, let me do the salad. So the waitress brings your salad with the salad dressing all over it, and you really wanted it on the side. What do? Do you say something? I'm Erin Slutsky, and I would like to welcome you to Unleashing Your Voice, the Power of Self-Advocacy. Now, I know that silly story about having your salad dressing on the side versus all over it is such a little example, but that's where it can start. It doesn't have to be these big, huge decisions you make. If you know what you want, you can ask for it. Let me walk you through and introduce you to my 4-step method called the menu method. It's how to get what you deserve so you can break the silence and advocate for yourself. M stands for mindfulness of desires. You got to know what you want. E is embracing your worth. I believe you deserve the best. N, navigate with authority. Use your superpower. And you, get what you deserve by unleashing your voice. I'm Erin Slutsky. I have been serving and leading and mentoring women for over 25 years. I have a nursing degree that brings along my clinical expertise when it comes to different things women deal with, especially perimenopause. I'm also an accredited Enneagram practitioner. I'm a national speaker, group facilitator, and published author. I believe you deserve the best. I believe you have what it takes to get what you want. And I believe your voice deserves to be heard. So sometimes we think if we speak up, we'll be seen as being difficult or demanding. But really, if we don't, we're teaching others to overlook us, to be taken advantage of. I mean, really, think about it. Women have been taught to be quiet, invisible, keep the peace. But where does that leave us? It leaves us not fulfilling our full potential. This is where I want to go with it. I want to define self-advocacy. It's the ability to effectively communicate your needs, your wants, and your perspectives to others. It involves assertively expressing your opinions, setting boundaries, and advocating for your own well-being and success. We need to break through the bias. Women often face unconscious biases and stereotypes in the workplace. Self-advocacy allows women to challenge these biases, assert their value, and make sure that their contributions are recognized and rewarded. Negotiating, like for a raise or a better position, is an example. Whether it's your salary or even to get your salad dressing on the side versus all over it, that is what's going to build confidence and increase your influence. By speaking up and asserting your viewpoints, you can gain confidence to build your influence within your organization. It will help you create a more equitable workplace as well. When women effectively advocate for themselves, they pave the way for other women to create a more equitable and inclusive work environment. So, why don't we speak up? Sometimes we think that asking for what we want makes us selfish. But really, it inspires others to do the same. You can be a more effective leader if others know what they want and ask for it. You need to be embracing your worth. And as leaders, we are leading by example. There's no hypocrisy here in good leadership. So let's start with the first point, the first step towards self-advocacy, and that is mindfulness of desires. What do you want? Self-awareness is the foundation. So I want to ask you, what do you notice? What do you value? What's important to you? It's going to be what you prioritize, right? I tell my clients, wouldn't it be cool if, and I have them fill in that blank because that's really what you desire. Sometimes it helps if you don't know what you want, is to think about the things you know you don't want. So, what is one area of your life where you could feel that maybe you're not getting what you need? Take a look at that. Notice that. Be mindful of that. I know that I did not want my salad dressing all over my salad, but I did want it on the side. So, mindfulness is where self-advocacy begins. When we can pay attention to what our gut is telling us, it's not going to steer us wrong. I like to do a little check-in sometimes with my clients and say, is it a hell yes or a hell no? Sometimes it's like, yes, but later. But trust your gut. Notice any red flags that are coming up for you, that hesitancy. I believe you deserve the best. Well, let's see. Sometimes we think we need to prove our worth. But really, we need to embrace our true selves. Embracing our worth. If we don't know our true selves, how can we do it? How can we embrace it? We will find ourselves people pleasing, trying not to disappoint others, lowering our standards and adjusting our values and priorities just to make other people happy. We're not staying true to ourselves. One of my favorite tools to help you embrace your worth, figure out what is truly important to you, and to stay on that path is the Enneagram. I don't know if you've heard of the Enneagram, but here's a QR code where you can take a free test to determine why you really do what you do. What's most important to you? What do you value? And what direction should you be going? Not what other people think that you should be doing. This Enneagram test is, about 10 minutes. So give yourself some time, but it also comes with a free typing interview with me to make sure that you're headed in the right direction, because that's super important. Okay, let's go to the next step. The first was mindfulness. Next one is embracing your worth. Where does your worth come from? Empowerment comes when we fully accept our worth, our strengths, and our weaknesses, and recognize that we deserve to have our needs met. Reflect on one strength you possess, something you can celebrate about yourself. What's your superpower? What can you do so naturally that other people struggle with? This builds acceptance and proves your worth. You alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anybody. Isn't Maya Angelou's quote wonderful? You don't have to live up to other people's expectations. I want you to embrace your genuine identity, your unique qualities and skills. You are priceless. Your unique qualities are what make you stand out and powerful. Sometimes we think finding our power comes from controlling everything. But really, power comes from trusting ourselves to do what is right. Powerful people don't always do what's right, do they? They're kind of like a bully sometimes. Real power is influence based on your core values, compassion, and confidence. Personal power will get you what you want and deserve, but you got to know how to navigate it. That's where the third step comes in. Navigate with authority. What is your power? And do you trust it? This is where you're going to find agency. Nurturing your courage and confidence is crucial for taking action. Women often struggle with self-advocacy because they fear rejection or conflict. By building agency, you can find the strength to move past fear and into action. I want you to think of one situation where you could nurture your courage to ask for something you want. And it can be as simple as, I wanted my salad dressing on the side. Would you mind remaking the salad? It can be that simple. It could be changing your mind about where you're going for lunch. So I want you to close your eyes for a minute, just for a second. Visualize yourself asking for what you want and getting it. Where are you? What are you wearing? Who are you talking to? What are you saying? How's the other person responding? How do you feel after you got what you wanted? Now I want you to continue to visualize this into the future. Where does this take you in a year? 5 years? 10 years? I want you to step into your power by trusting yourself. Don't rely on others' opinions. Only you know what's right for you. Validate yourself so you can take right action. Sometimes we think staying quiet keeps the peace, but really, unleashing your voice creates the life you deserve. If we don't speak up for what's right and for what we want, we won't get what we deserve. We won't get the pay that we've been working so hard for, or the position. We won't get the treatment we deserve or the respect. We won't have a seat at the table. So this leads us into unleashing your voice. What is it that you need to say or do? I mean, some people just say, speak up. Speak up at that meeting. Speak up for what you want. Speak up for what you believe. But if we don't have those other steps in place first, we're not going to be heard. The final step is to unleash your voice. Ask for what you need and deserve. This step is about taking bold, strategic action. So I want you to do this right now. Write down one small but powerful action you can take within the next 24 hours to advocate for yourself. Write it down. Because once you get it out into the world, watch it come to you. Watch it actually happen. All right, you ready to hear me sing? Say what you want to say and let the words fall out honestly. You know the words. I want to see you be brave. Nothing like a little vulnerability in a presentation, huh? Lead by example. Your employees, your team, your direct reports, your boss, the owners, they're watching. They're watching you. So why are you doing it? Why are you taking this step towards self-advocacy and standing up for what's right and letting your voice be heard? Why are you doing it? I know my why. It's for the next generation. These are my 4 beautiful daughters. The single mom, the Air Force sergeant, the college student, and the first responder. These young women are why I do what I do. What is your why? Who is behind you, watching you, walking in your footsteps? Is it your children? Is it your employees and direct reports? Is it your neighbor, your friend? Is it your partner? We need to prepare the next generation to speak up and unleash their voice. Which one do you need to do first? Mindfulness of desires. It goes in order. Be aware. Embrace your worth. You're worthy. You just got to believe it, right? Navigate with authority and then unleash your voice. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be respected and taken seriously. One last thing I wanted to put in here. I don't know about you, but I love to help. You like to help? Raise your hand. Keep your hand up if you love to ask for help. Yeah, not so easy, is it? We've been taught to be self-sufficient and not to depend on others. We've been taught to help everyone else, put everyone else ahead of you. When it comes to asking for help, sometimes we're left without it because people are seeing that we're taken care of, right? We're self-sufficient. But you know what? You're worthy of asking for help. I don't want you to fear being perceived as bossy or difficult or aggressive. If you assertively advocate for yourselves, you will get what you deserve. Do you ever experience imposter syndrome, which leads to you doubting your abilities and undervaluing your contributions? Do societal expectations often discourage you from being assertive and prioritizing the needs of others over your own? Do you lack the support and mentorship necessary to develop your self-advocacy skills? I want to help you through this process. So I've created this free guide to walk you through each step of the menu process. There are journal prompts, there are exercises in there that will help you strategically use this method in any situation you find yourself in that you need to advocate for yourself and speak up, whether it's for your salad dressing on the side or a promotion that you deserve. So download this and use it in many situations. Thank you. Thank yourself for showing up. I cannot wait to hear your voice.